How do? Last week I did a look at of Missing Link Cordon, and if you caught that over on YouTube, I appreciate that, thank you very much. While I was doing it though, and afterwards as well, I got thinking that I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've not done a look at. I'm not going to say review because I'm not going to be reviewing them. I'm going to be taking a look at them, and this is what I'm building up to now. Sure, I've taken photographs and I've posted those photographs over Facebook and Instagram, but I've not done anything video wise with them, basically because a lot of them I've had since before that was a thing for me, and some of them I've had since before social media and that was a thing for me. Some of them have appeared sporadically, or did appear sporadically, back in the early days of the Vaults of Icon website, which was what, 2005? Yes, 2005 the first one, so it's a good while since. What I'm planning on doing now is, as the title of this video suggests, I'm going to be taking a look at my back catalogue, if you will, of figures that I have. I will be focusing on Transformers because that's what this is going to be about, and I'm starting with this chap here, which is the Collectors Edition Grapple. So yeah, let's get the intro out of the way, and we'll make a start, shall we? And here we have him, Grapple, in the box. I've got my ruler again here, I'll just put it to one side, don't need it just yet, so we're not going to open the box just yet. We're going to take a look around the box. First impressions, it looks very, very familiar to the American style packaging, or US packaging, or European packaging, because we got the same style boxes over in Europe as what we did in America. But it doesn't have the extra artwork on that we did over here. But that aside, so it is immediately recognisable. We have got Transformers logo there at the top, Collector's Edition. It's a Cybertron, i.e. Autobots over in Japan. Autobots were Cybertrons, and the Decepticons were Destrons. We've got the Takara logo there. Up on the top, we've got the whole spiel there.
It is a world transformed where things are not what they seem. It is a world of the Transformers, a world of the heroic Cybertrons and the evil Destrons.
Again, Transformers logo there with more than meets the eye. Top corner here, we've got Collector's Edition. That's notifying you what range it's from. Transformers branding at the side there. On the back, we've got the artwork that we're also familiar with. Fantastic artwork, love it. We've then got a bunch of writing, which is going to say whatever, I think. I don't know, because I don't read Japanese, I'm afraid. But I'm assuming, because this was released in 2001, so I'm kind of maybe sure that none of this is warning you not to insert or swallow or put in your mouth or whatever, but it may do, who knows. On the bottom there, again, we've got the same as what's on the top, and then the opposite side again, just Transformers logo. So as boxes go, other than the back here, it is quite bland. There's nothing really going on for it. Not like the Missing Link box from last week that had lots of photography and artwork, etc. things on it. Even the original boxes from the 80s had photography and artwork and things like that, but this doesn't have that. However, what you do get on this is front and centre, in full view, you've got the collector card with the artwork there, designated 47. That was Grapple's number, 47, and then you get to see Grapple here in his truck mode. So, like I said, this is a reissue reissue? What's a reissue? A reissue as part of as part of Japan's Collectors Edition series. It was an exclusive to Wonder Festival Summer in August of 2001, and it was released alongside Inferno. It is a straight up reissue of Grapple. There's been no changes whatsoever from the original release. However, the difference between the Japanese release and the US, or the rest of the world release, I'll just say, rather than splitting it up into different regions, the spring mechanism in the arms in the US and the UK, it didn't work. They took the springs out, whereas in the Japanese release the springs are still there, so when you press the buttons the missile or the fists will come flying out. But enough on that. What we want to do is we want to get him out of the box, and we want to take a look at what's in the box, don't we? Let's do that now. I wonder if I've still got the touch. The touch? That sounds familiar from somewhere. The wibbly wobbly thing. Let's give it a go. I think that worked, didn't it? The ruler. Let's get him cracked open, shall we? Look at that. We do like that. Let's get my nail on this. We've got a number here designating, I think that's the release number, because this was a limited, as I said. So there would have been only a certain amount made. Oh, we've got some robo points there, which I don't know if they actually did anything with the robo. That was noisy. Apologies for that. We'll just put that to one side a moment. Yeah, I don't know if they did anything for the robot points on these collector's editions. I don't know if you could save up for anything. I'm just going to stuff my fingers down the side there because I need to pull that out. So we've done with the box for now. I'll put that to one side. And we're going to take a look at what's in here. Oh, I love that. I love that, when that little crackliness of the sellotape when it peels off the plastic there. I'll just put that back to one side. Again, it's free of colourblind hedgehogs. So we have the instruction sheet, which tells you how to transform him. Nothing on that side. It's all going off here. It's not a very involved transformation. It is very, very simple, but it's fun. And there's no denying that. The keen eye will know that the transformation sequence that we see here is actually for Inferno, but it is Grapple's mold mate. One or two changes aside, it is exactly the same. And then it just gives you a rundown of the contents, and then it just gives you instructions on where to put the stickers. It just tells you about the firing fists and missile there. And then, that's the contents for Inferno. Here we've got the contents for Grapple, and then where to put the stickers on Grapple. Yeah, that's where to put the stickers on Inferno. And that's it. And it also gives you designations there. So Inferno was number 10, and Grapple was number 47. So we'll pop that back. Pop it back, and we'll fold it back and put it there. Here's the sticker sheet, which I've kept. I've used the stickers because I've applied them many, many, many years ago. I think I picked this up I got this in 2002, so it wasn't long after it was released. I'll just open this up here and I'll show you the collector card. There we go. That looks very nice. Nice piece of artwork. And then on the back we've got Grapple in his vehicle mode, robot mode, a bit of a readout here which I can't read out because I don't read Japanese. And then we've got his statistics here. So they're not too bad. I mean, yeah, we've got 2 8s, a 3 and a 4, then 7s and a 9. So he's not doing too bad, I don't think. He's not too bad. Pop that there. And then we want the rest of the accessories out, don't we? So let's just get these out. What I'll do is I'll take Grapple out as well. I'll just put him to one side because we don't need him just yet. We're looking at the accessories first. Plastic clad, nice, well moulded, but I think, again, I would prefer polystyrene. like what we've got in the Missing Link, but you know, it is what, 25 years since this was released. Nice chrome missiles, one removed from the sprue, 2 fists, and then his gun. What is it a gun? I'm just trying to think, is it an arc weld gun or something like that? I think that's what they call it. I'm not too sure. So that's his accessories and the pamphlet and the sticker sheet and the collector card. We'll move that out of the way. Then let's talk about the vehicle mode, which is a crane. It's a Mitsubishi Fuso. That's what it's based on. That's the real world truck that it's based on. And as we can see, I'll just move that up. So we've got the crane arm, which will lift up. I mean, it will go all the way back, but that wouldn't be very sensible. We've got a bit of a chromed piston here that you get so far it just floats there. We've got the chromed hook, and then this pulls out to just extend. There we go. Oh, that's quite nice. I like that. I don't think it'd hold anything of any weight. It is ratcheted. There is a ratchet in there which holds it in place, but I don't think it'd be suitable enough to actually hold anything off there. You know, nothing of any weight anyway. Let's pop that back in. Pop that back down there, and we'll see if we can get close in for a bit of detail. Just lift that out of the way. And there we go. So we've got nice chromed grille and bumper. We've got the Autobot insignia there. We've got a sticker under the bumper there, a bit of detailing. Would have been like a number plate, and I'm assuming either fog lamps or indicators. We've got a bit of engine detailing here. Just a red, yellow and blue disc. We've got warning chevrons at the side here. We've got a rear light cluster with a bit of detailing just under there, which you'll see better when we get into robot mode. And then on the opposite side, it's still the same. It is the same as the other side. Got nice chroming here on these bits, on the support legs, chroming here at the ends of what will make the arms. Underneath, a little bit more detailing. This is what makes his legs up. We've got some stickers here under the support arms. A bit more detailing here and here on what makes the legs. And yeah, so that's it. We've got translucent plastic windows and then translucent plastic for the lights, the light units on top of the cab there. And then we've got the rub sign here, which I don't know if my hands will be warm enough to get it to work. No, just a bit, 'cause it's a bit cool in the loft today. Oh, there we go. Only just. If I keep rubbing it, I'm sure it'll make it self-aware or known to you. What I'm going to do is, though, I am going to, because these are old, they were part of the original Diaclone line, they would have, back with the Diaclone days, have had little Diaclone pilots. So I've borrowed the Diaclone pilot from Sunstreaker, and I'm going to pop him in the cab and show you how he would sit in there. There we go. And there he is, just sat in the cab. I like that. And we can close the cab up, and can you see? We get the camera at the right angle. Don't know if you'll be able to see him sat in the cab there. There he is. There will be photos as per my modus operandi, and as usual is what I do. Grapple was released in 1985 in the States and over here in the UK. It's one that I never had. I never had Grapple. I'm just trying to think, and I don't think I knew anybody that did have him. I knew a couple of people that had Inferno, but not Grapple. And then, like I say, in Japan, he was... Sorry. Over here in the US, he was part of the second wave, so the second lot of Transformers in 85. In Japan, because they came in 85, he was part of the first wave. Okay, I think we should transform him, and we're going to do that on camera because it's G1 stuff, and I'm cool with transforming G1 stuff on camera. As I mentioned in the Missing Link Cordon video last week, it ain't happening with Masterpiece. So first of all, I'm going to lift his crane up and pop that down, the piston down, and then just tilt the hook bit there. And I'm going to unpeg the arms from here and just then pull them out to the side. Swing or pull them out to the side there like that. I'm then going to, underneath here, just pull these out slightly because the crane, this bit here, hooks underneath the feet, and lift that out like that. Then I'm going to pull the waist section down, rotate the feet round like that so it can stand up. I'm going to spin the head round like that, bend here. I'm going to take the pilot out and out because, again, we don't want transforming and screams and blood and squishy noises and things like that. And then the head section here with the crane part wants to just hook and clip in here. I can then bring the crane arm down, and then I need to get the accessories, which I've just put down my side here, don't I? Let's bring them back up. And we'll pop in both his fists in for now because I'm just trying to recall. I didn't. You see, back in the day, I didn't watch much of the. I saw the first season of the cartoon. I didn't see much of the second season, and I don't think I saw many episodes at all, if any, with grappling. So I can't say for 100% certainty that he was one of those Transformers that constantly had both hands, or if he had his missile or gun or whatever attachment. I know Inferno did. Inferno had a permanent, squirty shooty thing, but I'm not sure about Grapple. But anyway, regardless. So we've got both fists in there, and like I say, they just can. There we go. They fire out like that because the springs still work. And if I get his gun, and he can hold his gun like that in that arm. And there we go. We like that. I mean, I love the colour of it. There are one or two areas that are painted, but those painted areas are the die-cast patch, which is the bottoms of the feet here. They're die-cast, they're painted. The rest of it is coloured plastic. Even the chevrons are just stickers that are stuck on there. Obviously the chroming is painted or dipped or whatever it is to do, or electroplating or whatever. But like I say, yeah, the rest of it is just coloured plastic. And it looks great. It doesn't look cheap for it. And there's I'll pull them back around, but I'd say that's quite a good match between the paint and the plastic there. It's not 100%, but it's damn close. It's a lot better than what we can get from toys nowadays, to be fair. Anyway, back to this. I'll just take you around. I'll show you some more of the detailing. So we've got stickers here on the forearms. Those disc ones there at the side that I showed you previously. Again, the Autobot logo, the chevrons, and then the waist, top of the leg section here. We've got these stripes, and then just like they look like radiators or vents kind of things. And then we've got like electronics or engine parts here. Just a little detailing on the shins, and then more detailing here on the ends of the feet, and then these discs at the bottom of the support arms. Articulation wise, yeah, don't get your hopes up. There's no articulation in the head, there's no waist articulation, there's no ab crunches. You've got articulation in the feet, but it doesn't do anything because it's just purely there for transformation. It's not a part of articulation, really. That's not what it's there for. You have the arms will twist all the way around like so. They'll butterfly in, butterfly out, and then the elbows bend like so. Do they bend backwards? No, they don't bend backwards. They just bend forwards. There's no rotations or anything like that. The hands will rotate round, but again, these are just... If I was being... I don't want to say if I was being cruel, but if I was being honest, it doesn't really have articulation. What it has features that are part of the transformation sequence that can be used as articulation. I think that's the fair and honest way to put it, because it doesn't really, it is just pretty much a static figure. I mean, sure, you can, like, you pretend you can walk and shoot people and things like that, but it's not on the level of like what the missing link is, that we're getting now. So anyway, right, so if I take his gun out of his hand and eject this fist here, I can then put this hose missile gun thing or whatever it is into his arm there. You can see that all nice and shiny and chrome and probably reflecting the light like an arse. But what the hell? Oh, forgot to mention about the detail on the face. So yeah, sorry, we have painted details on the face. I'm just going to call them protrusions. But the protrusions on the head here, we've got yellow at either side on the side ones, and then silver in the centre. Silver painted face, and then yellow painted eyes, which I love that about some of the G1 Transformers. I love the yellow. I mean, on Optimus Prime, G1 Prime, I love the fact that he's got yellow eyes. I think there's just... Yes, the blue eyes from the cartoon, that's iconic, but there's something about seeing the yellow eyes that just make it a bit more striking. And yeah, so this is Grapple. It's a short one. I had no sort of like delusions that it was going to be a massively detailed and in-depth look at, because you can. It's literally, we're talking about toys that are 41 years old. Well, this particular one's 41 years old, isn't it? So, well, the original design is 41 years old. There's not a great deal you can say about it. So these are going to be short. We're going to be in. We're going to take a look at the box, the accessories, the pamphlets, the vehicle mode, and the figure, and then we're going to do one. We're going to be out of there. And that's what we've done. I have honoured my commitment there. Just bring those accessories back in there. I'll bring the Diaclone pilot back, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop him back in the cab and see if we can get up close in the camera with him sat in there. Like back in the Diaclone days, where he's piloting the, for want of a better word, the mech suit. Can we see him? Can we see him in there, floating about? But again, don't worry if you can't, there will be photos. There we go. So, Grapple, Collectors Edition 47 from 2001. Exclusive to the Wonder Festival Summer from August 2001. Straight up reissue. And there we have it. There's Grapple. So, we've talked about Grapple in his robot mode. We've talked about him in his vehicle mode. We've talked about the accessories. We've had a little play about with the Diaclone pilot in there. We've more accessories, the collector card, the sticker sheet, the instructions. We've talked about the books, and well, we didn't really talk about the clam, but we've got a clam. Oh yeah, I did. I mentioned that I think I had the third polystyrene, but it's 25-year-old. What are you going to do? And that's it. Let's go back to me, wrap this up, and then we'll call it a day. Right, and we've done. That was Collector's Edition Grapple. I'm not gonna drag this out. Lovely figure, had it donkey's years, and it's just a shame that I don't get to have them out on display because space in the vault here is at a premium, so he just languishes in his box stored away. But it's going to be nice doing this like back catalogue thing, because it means I'll be able to get some of these figures out and take a look at them and share them with you, show them with you, and you can have a little look around them. And with that, I'm going to leave it. I will be back next week with another one. Which one? I don't know yet. It will be a surprise. I hope you can catch it. But for now, again, thank you for watching. Take care. And we'll see you soon.
Vaults of fucking Iacon.